Welcome back this morning. Earlier in the summer, the Vermont Health Department actually put out a warning about whooping cough. There were 11 confirmed cases in Windham County in June, even more throughout the month of July in other counties and other parts of the state. And we're seeing a trend of more cases. And we're to talk about that, why that is Rich Hinchliffe here from Central Vermont Medical Center. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Oh, it's great to be back, Steve. Thank you.
Okay, so real quick, just tell us what whooping cough is, or pertussis is.
Right, yeah. Whooping cough it's a highly contagious respiratory tract disease, basically. And how you get it is someone with that disease, when they cough, they release these droplets, and these droplets are germ-laden with the bacteria. And we breathe those droplets in, and we get the infection. The incubation period is about a week when you don't even know that you have whooping cough yet. And then after that, you start
what are some signs, some symptoms?
Signs and symptoms is, well, initially, it's just a simple cold. Okay. And, sneezing, coughing, runny nose, that sort of thing. And then about a week after that, you start developing this terrible cough. And the reason for that is that the airways are full of mucus, and the child is trying to get rid of that mucus so they can breathe. And so they cough maybe 5 to 10 times, and then they're completely out of breath. And so they have to take this huge breath in, this huge amount of negative inspiratory force.
To try to get air in the lungs?
To try and get air in, and that's when you hear the characteristic whoop.
Okay.
And I can't do it, I'm not even going to try and do it.
Sure, yeah, no,
that's
we won't ask you to.
Yeah.
And this is something that really affects kids more, but adults can carry it too?
Adults can carry it too. The reason for that is their immunization, basically, it fades after a while. And that's why they can get it. With adults, they usually recover. It's not really an issue for adults. They stay at home, plenty of liquids, eat small meals, and just lots of rest. And they're usually fine. It's usually the infants that we have issues with.
For infants, it can be dangerous, even deadly, right?
It can be deadly. What happens is, when we give vaccinations, the Mayo Clinic recommends vaccinations at 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 15 to 18 weeks, and then at 4 years old. And then later on, about 11 years old, when that starts to wane. And the problem is, in that first 6 months, the baby doesn't get enough immunization to protect itself against whooping cough. So what the CDC is now recommending is that pregnant mothers get the vaccination anywhere between 26 and 37 weeks, and they find that
Rich, I just need to point out there are some parents out there who don't believe in the immunizations because they think it can lead to things like autism, things like that. Yeah. Majority of the science not supporting that, but I do need to point out that
there's not been one single study that proves that. No, definitely get your child vaccinated.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
And if the child does have it, then it's what, antibiotics, things like that?
It is. It's antibiotics, something like azithromycin, and that usually works. It kills the bacteria, cuts down the length of the infection. In some parts of the world where they don't have the antibiotic, it's called the 100-day cough. Wow. And it's no joke. It's pretty awful.
All right, good to know. We're going to have to leave it there, Rich. Rich Hinchliffe with Central Vermont Medical Center. Thanks for chatting with us. Always love having you here.
Oh, it's great. Thanks, Steve.
All right.